All right, good morning, everyone. Court will resume here with the April 18th, 2022 docket. And I'm waiting on Mr. Rick Salinas to identify her. Ma'am, you're with the iPhone. What's your name? You need to unmute. Yes, ma'am. Good morning.
Good morning. Vanessa Escobar is my name.
All right, you're Miss Vanessa Escobar. There we go.
Yes, sir.
And so, Mr. Flores, Rick. Yeah, I'm waiting for Mr. Salinas. What's that supposed to be?
Hello, Judge. Can't hear you, Judge.
All right, here we go. All right, little glitch, but we got it over here. Mr. Linus, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Judge.
Your client, Vanessa Escobar, I think she's on the screen right there.
I think my office is supposed to be on as well, Judge, just to make sure they take copious notes. That's a word I just learned, Judge, copious notes.
Okay. All right, good luck with that. And
yes, I know.
we're here on the April 18, 2022 docket, and we have F1271-22-4 in the matter of the marriage of Vanessa Escobar and Jose Escobar Jr. And what about service? Is with service on the other side?
He's been served, Judge, and he's been, it's been on file for more than the requisite period of time. I can ask her questions about that, Judge.
Okay. All right. Ms. Escobar, good morning, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
You swear the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I swear.
All right. You may put your hand down. Mr. Lindsay, you may proceed.
Ms. Escobar, can you please give us your full name for the record?
Yes, sir. My name is Vanessa Iber Escobar.
And Mrs. Escobar, can you give us the name, your husband's name as well?
Jose Roberto Escobar Jr.
And can you give us the name of the children?
My son, Francisco Ivan Escobar, and my daughter, Montserrat Escobar.
And how old is Francisco?
10-year-old.
And your daughter, Montserrat?
8.
Okay. And ma'am, you petitioned the court for divorce, and you've also asked for a temporary restraining order and also requested child support and temporary spousal support as well. Is that correct?
Correct.
Right. Is it fair to say, ma'am, that you've been married for more than 10 years now? Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Right. And it's also fair to say that you've dedicated your life with Mr. Escobar to primarily being a house, someone who takes care of the home and takes care of the kids, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are you currently employed at the time?
No, not at this time.
Okay. And can you tell the court, what is it that your husband does for a living?
My husband works for U.S. Customs and Border Protection.
Judge, can you let in Mando Castillo? He's in your waiting room. I just got a text for him just to make sure we don't.
Okay.
Yeah, for next time, Rick, have him log on to YouTube. Because I can only have so many people in.
Yes, and many times when we have too many devices, like in the same building or office, we get glitches and
we get
scratches
feedback.
and
So we can
feedback.
log on to YouTube to hear.
So yeah.
Typically, I don't do that, Judge, but today, since I'm at my house and my office over there, and only because we started at 8, because some judges start at 8, Judge.
Okay.
And that's
and let them start. Yeah, let them start at 8.
And that's before my staff gets there.
Yeah, I'm fine where I am. Let them start at 8.
So I got it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I like it, Judge. I like 11. Okay.
Okay.
So
So that's Armando Castillo, right?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, he's putting his coat and tie, and that's wonderful.
All I wanted to do was to listen, but I mean,
Yeah.
he doesn't have to. And Mrs.
All right,
Scott,
there
I
you
was
go.
going to ask, he worked for Border Patrol, is that correct?
No, it's with Homeland Security, U.S.
Homeland
Customs.
Security.
He works
Okay.
at the port of entry.
And ma'am, you're familiar with the wages that he makes, is that correct?
Yes, I do.
And in fact, I think in my discussions with you, you indicated that he works a lot of overtime as well, correct?
Yes, sir. He works. He's number one.
Okay, so you're asking that, well, before I get there, you're familiar with his wages, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and I think you had indicated that last year, I think he grossed about $160,000 in wages working for customs, is that correct?
He did.
Right,
160.
and that, okay, and
Yes.
that's not a guess, that's based on firsthand knowledge, correct?
Yes, sir.
So you're asking at this time that you have exclusive use of the home, is that correct?
Of the home. No,
Or I'm sorry, it's an apartment, is that correct?
I'm living with my mother.
Okay, okay. But you're asking, there's some property that you may own with him, right?
Yes, we do have.
All right. So you're asking that the court enjoin him from selling any of the property, correct?
Correct.
You're asking that the court enjoin him from encumbering the property, correct? Is that a yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. He's also got a lofty retirement plan as well, or TSPS with customs as well, is that correct?
Yes.
You're asking that he be enjoined from spending that, encumbering that, or transferring that to anyone, is that correct?
Yes.
There's also a list of items, ATVs, other items, guns that he's got in a safe. You're asking that the court enjoin him from selling any or disposing of any or encumbering any community property as well, correct?
Yes, sir. And livestock as well.
Okay, and when you mean by that, cows and bulls and stuff like that? Okay, you need to speak up because you're cutting off.
Oh, really?
Okay, there you go. That's fine. There you go.
Yeah. You
So
can hear
based on the, you're asking that the court order him to pay you a certain amount of spousal support, correct?
Correct.
All right. And is it fair to say that you would need at least $3,000 a month in spousal support to take care of your own personal needs?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you're asking the court to obligate me in my office to calculate his earnings based on the $160,000 gross as child support for the children. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're asking that begin April 1st of the year 2022. Is that correct?
Correct. Yes.
Right. You're also asking that if he's going to exercise visits with the children, that it be done by mutual agreement. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And just for the court's information, he's been going out and he's been seeing someone else, or he's been seen with someone else. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And in your conversations with him, which is sometimes not so uncommon, but he's completely, it's your opinion that he has completely disobligated himself from the children and from you. Is that correct?
Yes.
Right. So there is no money coming in at all, correct?
Nothing at all.
Okay. And when you talk to him about it, he's basically taken a very inappropriate, I don't care kind of blasé attitude. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
So you're asking that the court issue a wage withholding order at the very minimum for the child support, correct?
Correct.
Right, because you feel that based on his behavior that he's not going to pay it anyway, right?
Yes.
And Judge, just for the court's information, based on the gross amount of $160,000, the child support would be $1,741.81, beginning April 1st of the year 2022.
Sorry, 1741.81.
Yes, sir.
All right. And let me see here. I just want to make sure. Service on Mr. Escobar. Do you have the date there by any chance?
Mando, do you have the date there with you? If I could just ask.
Yes, sir. Yes, and he was served on April 8th, 2022.
April 8th, 2022. And
And
to
he-
your knowledge, Mr. Salinas, no response, no nothing. He hasn't called
No.
for.
No, Judge. In fact, my client has spoken to him,
Uh-huh.
has tried to ask him about whether or not he's going to hire a lawyer, whether or not he was going to be here today. And his attitude has been very, I guess I'm not going to say uncommon, but very uncommon for someone that works for Homeland Security.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And on the 160 salary, that included overtime as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're only asking for this in a temporary order, Judge. Obviously, if something, changes or there's any credits and offsets, I mean, we can take care of that when and if he hires a lawyer.
Okay. So this is just temporary, right?
Yes, this is temporary, Judge. We still have to wait the 60 days to finalize it.
All right. Court will go ahead and take judicial notice of the entire file in F1271-22-4 in the matter of the marriage of Vanessa Escobar and Jose Escobar Jr. Court will note that Mr. Escobar, although duly served with process, made no appearance. He's not in the waiting room either. And so therefore, at this time, court will grant the petitioner or relief request to hear in open court as far as temporary orders are concerned. All right,
Judge,
so just to make,
in a wage assignment as well, we're going to need a wage assignment, Judge, at least for the child support, if not for the spousal support at the very minimum.
all right, then wage assignment as well. All relief request to hear in open court. Okay, sir?
Thank you, Judge.